Hello everyone! I just got back from Disney World for the Princess Half Marathon weekend as well as the beginning of the Flower and Garden Festival, and I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I bought this time around. I started off by going down for the Princess Half Marathon Expo, and I got a couple of things there. Now some people buy a lot at the Expo. My plan was just to buy the wine glass, but then they released a different glass and I thought it was really cool. So here is the wine glass. It has the roses along it and it's pink. Pink is my favorite color. And this year the half marathon was for Beauty and the Beast, since Beauty and the Beast is coming out. So Belle was the featured princess. So that's why you see roses all along everything, because of the rose of Beauty and the Beast. And it says the Princess Half Marathon on the back as well. And it's slightly an odd shape, so I wasn't in love with it, but I like that it is unique, so I'm pretty excited about that. It was $14.99. And on most of this, I got the annual pass discount. Not everything though, because a couple of things were actually off of the app. So then here is the hurricane glass, I guess? I don't know what I'd put in there. Any kind of fun drink. Same exact motif, except you've got the roses along the top here. It still says the half marathon weekend. And then the last thing I got from the half marathon weekend expo was the ornament. I don't know when they started doing these ornaments, but they just, well, we were just down for the marathon weekend and I got the marathon weekend shoe. And so I thought I would get the princess weekend shoe as well, because once again you're featuring Belle right on the back side there. So it's got Belle holding a rose as well as a crown. So I figured this was something really cute. It says Run Disney on the top, and then on the bottom, let me get it the right way, you've got different symbols from different Disney princesses. So I thought that was pretty cute. That was like $26 or something like that. Can't remember exactly, but somewhere in that realm. Now, something that I didn't actually pick up, but my husband got me right after the race. This is the first race that I've done without him where he's been there to actually support me. So he's never supported me on a run because he hasn't been in the area unless he's been running the run with me, in which case we just support each other. So I finished the half. It was not a good half for me. I didn't do exactly how I wanted to do, and I felt sick going into it, but he was super sweet, and at the very end he got me a pink rose. So the rose has glitter all over the top. He hates glitter, so he wanted me to keep it in a box, but it's got glitter all over the top. And then if you look along the stem, you've got a pink, what is that, a bow? And then you've got a charm right on there as well. I love my rose. And people are asking where he got it. So there's some cart near the finish line where you can get roses for your loved ones after the Princess Half. Now that, I believe, is all that I got during the half marathon. Oh no, I'll be right back. Can't believe I wasn't wearing these. So on our first park day, we went to Animal Kingdom for half the day, and then we went over to the Magic Kingdom to see Wishes, because it's going away, and I'm really sad about that, and we had to see it a lot. However, we were at the Animal Kingdom, and I had been looking on this at the app for the past 2 weeks before we went on the trip, and I had really wanted them. They never came back up on the app so that you could actually buy them, but they're the Alex and Ani bracelets. So we've got this one right here, and then that's upside down, Mickey and Minnie kissing over a heart. And this was an exclusive for Valentine's this year, and it's rose gold, which you don't really have anything that's rose gold. For Alex and Ani, you're either getting silver or just regular gold. I really wanted this one because it was unique. I knew I had wanted an Alex and Ani, but I didn't know that I wanted this one until I saw it. So I was really excited. We were at Animal Kingdom, and one of their stores listed limited quantities. So we went in there, and one of the ladies was like, I don't know, I think we still have it. So we went over to the case, and there were still a few of them available to purchase, and they I think they may have still been at downtown or Disney Springs, but they were at Animal Kingdom, and I was super excited, and I got them, and I wore them the rest of the trip, and I love these bracelets. It was like a late birthday present from my husband, too, so that was really sweet of him. The Oscars were going on while we were down there, and it was the same day as the half marathon. So we did the half marathon. My best friend and I went over to Animal Kingdom for a while, just for a couple hours to pretty much to drink and to see some animals. But we came back to the hotel after stopping at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. We got a couple of bottles of red wine, and then we got a whole bunch of Main Street popcorn so that we could try it out. She also got a couple of bags of it as well. So we pretty much snacked on popcorn and drank some wine and watched the Oscars. I couldn't stay up for all of them because I had done the half marathon that morning. So that's part of why I still have popcorn here. They have kettle corn with red Alay salt, cheddar, caramel, churro, that's caramel, oh, maple bacon, and Parmesan garlic. And I think the Parmesan garlic is my favorite of all of them. I do like the kettle corn and the churro as well as the maple bacon. So side note, during the Flower and Garden Festival, not the Canada Pavilion, but the little stand that they have in Canada exclusively for the Flower and Garden Festival, has a maple bacon shake, which has a popcorn maple shake. Can't remember exactly, but it is amazing, and they mix whiskey in it. You can get it with or without the whiskey, but I got it with the whiskey, and it tasted amazing. So if you have the opportunity during the festival to go get that, I highly recommend it. It's kind of a small serving, but it is so worth it. It's so good. I ended up getting it and let my husband and my friend taste it, and they both ended up going back to get a full one for themselves. So we spent a lot on maple popcorn shakes, but they're so good. And part of it was because we had gotten this maple bacon popcorn and all really liked it. So that's another bonus for the festival. Speaking of the festival, they have a new design this year. Every year they have a new design. But this year's design, they actually have a pair of Mickey and Minnie Mouse ears. So these would be my Mickey ears for this festival. And you've got Figment on one side and Minnie Mouse on the other side. And you can kind of see their little designs on there, as well as a nice big pink bow. And I was wearing a pink shirt, so I had to get them because they matched. That was actually all that we got at the festival, besides a lot of drinks. I think still the maple shake was the best thing to drink. And then the favorite thing for eating, my favorite I think was probably over in France. They had an onion tart. And it was almost like a quiche, but it was more of a tart. Either way, it was really good. I spend way too much money at those festivals. So then, most of what I got was on the last day. We spent a shopping day down at Disney Springs because we didn't want to shop too much and not have the room to pack it up. So we packed everything up, got out of the hotel room, and then went to Disney Springs to buy things, knowing full well that we had a certain amount of space to pack things up in. Now, something I have been looking at for a while, and I knew I was going to get, was Shelly Mae. I was going to get her in January, but for some reason decided not to. But I ended up getting her this trip. And the funny thing is, I already have costumes for her. So that's why I knew I was going to get her. And I definitely have Duffy too. So I got Shelly Mae this time around. And they had these wonderful costumes for Shelly Mae and Duffy. It's Luke and Leia. It's so cute. I was considering which costumes I should get, and I had to get these. So the Luke Duffy costume, you've got a lightsaber as well as the full costume, and this is what it looks like on him. And then Shelly Mae gets to be Leia, and she comes with R2-D2. So that's super cute, and that is what it looks like. While shopping down there too, since we're on the Star Wars, I didn't get any of these. These are all my husband's, but if you buy 3 of them, you get a discount on them. I believe it was 3 for $40. That sounds right, because the discounted was like $36. Anyway, you get metal pieces, sheet metal, from steel sheets to museum quality 3D models, and all you need is the tweezers to pop it out. So he got the AT Walker, got R2-D2, as well as a TIE Fighter. Now we both wanted, well, all 3 of us actually wanted to get the Millennium Falcon. However, the Millennium Falcon comes in a larger size, and we are going to do an order from the app. So we figured since we didn't have space for everything, we'd leave that one for later. However, we did another set of 3. Now my friend got 2 and I got 1, so I've got the castle. So I'm going to try my hand at Cinderella Castle, and if I like that, we might be getting more of these and end up with the whole collection, because I love puzzles, so we'll see how that goes. One more thing that we did a quantity discount on, because most of what we got was either exclusively you could only get in Disney World, or there was some sort of quantity discount with it, because once again, we didn't have a ton of space to bring things back, so we're going to end up buying things on the app. But there is, if you buy 3 antenna toppers, you get them for $15. So essentially you're getting $3 off by doing 3. And there are 3 of us who couldn't drive and 3 cars, so 1 for each of us. So my friend ended up getting Jack Skellington. This one is for my husband. Mickey, Pirate Mickey. I'm not in love with the way his face looks, but it works. I like pirates and I like Mickey. But that one's going on his car, so I can't really say much about it. I ended up getting the glass slipper. I wanted the princess crown, but I don't think I couldn't find it this time around. So I'm not sure if they still are making it or not. But I ended up getting a glass slipper for my Jeep, because it needs to be girly. I ended up getting this box of Mr. Potato Head parts. Now I have a Mr. Potato Head and a Mrs. Potato Head, and so I figured I would get them Disneyfied. If you can you can get this whole box for $20. So it costs $20 to get a box, and you have to fill it as much as you can or as little as you want. You fill it up to your liking, and at least one side has to close. Now the guy in the store was having, or one of the cast members was having a conversation with somebody else, and he goes, "Oh yes, let me use you as an example. You have to have the top closed. This is how it's done." It's pretty much showing that it's not really fully closed, and there's not really a way of closing the other side, but I kind of destroyed the box in a couple of spots to make sure I could get it to close. But I wanted to get a ton of parts, and I didn't even get all the parts that I wanted, but I got as much as I could. And some of the things that I got just take up a ton of space. So there is the Darth Vader mask and his helmet. So those 2 pieces alone took up a huge section. So far, I can find one arm. It is Darth Vader's lightsaber, and apparently it is curved. Hopefully I can straighten that out. I've got Mickey Mouse shoes. I've got Minnie Mouse shoes. A pirate hat. Who doesn't love pirates? Okay, maybe I'm biased. Some people might not love pirates. But I got a pirate hat. I've got pirate boots. There's Darth Vader's other hand. Buzz Lightyear hat, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll figure out how this fits on him. No, that's got to be his bottom, like pants, because that's for legs. Yeah, so I've got Buzz Lightyear's pants. I know I have Buzz Lightyear's shoes down here somewhere. So Buzz Lightyear's shoes. The shoes and the hats take up the most space. I got 4 pairs of shoes, and that was as many pairs of shoes as I could get while still getting a couple other things. It was really hard to pack everything in there. I got a pirate bandana. I guess it could be any kind of bandana, but it was in with the pirate stuff. I've got Mickey hands, one for each hand. Got a Minnie Mouse bow to go with the Minnie Mouse shoes. Dump that out. I've got Stormtrooper hands. Even though I couldn't fit the Stormtrooper pieces in, I still wanted the Stormtrooper hands. So he can still be Mickey Mouse, but with Stormtrooper hands. Oh well. There is a piece where you can get a mask and a helmet and shoes for a Stormtrooper, as well as you can get the shoes or boots for Darth Vader, but I didn't have space for them, and I wanted to have some Buzz and some Mickey Mouse and pirate stuff, so that's what I chose. And I didn't really want to do a whole second box because there wasn't enough stuff to fill a second box full. They do switch out the accessories every once in a while. I don't know when and how or what, but they've had like a Mickey balloon in the past. They didn't have that this time. But they did have a camera, as well as a park drink. And then my two random pieces that I got was an ear with an earring, because I figured that would go with the pirate. And I've heard that the arms that you have on your current, or the ones that you get from the store, the Mr. Potato Heads, aren't going to fit to the accessories. So like, I'm assuming the hand will, but like the drink will only fit in the hand. So I had to get one of the arms. And all of that fit into this box. So I think that was worth the 20 bucks, but to each their own. Now, on our park, or our hotel stay wasn't that amazing. We had some issues with housekeeping and with a room change. Now, all of that got figured out, but we still wanted to let the front desk know how our experience was so that they could, in the future, take care of other guests in a better way. Talking to the manager up at the front, I don't know what he was the manager of specifically, but we ended up talking to him, and he's like, oh, did you guys want like a meal or something? They're like, we're actually getting on the Magical Express right now. And he had originally said that he liked my friend's hat and my husband's hat, and I wasn't wearing anything. I was like, don't you like my hat? And I had nothing on. So he had come in back and he goes, what if you guys got a pair of Mickey ears? So my friend and I, last minute, ended up getting Minnie Mouse ears, which was super sweet. We weren't expecting anything. But like I said, our stay was not quite Disney magical, so that was a little sad. But I ended up getting a no strings attached for ears, which made me pretty happy, because another pair of Minnie Mouse ears, I can't go wrong. And I finally had the classic ones. So the next time she and I get to go down together, which hopefully it's not too long, but maybe in a couple of years, we're going to bring our ears with and wear them. So like I said, I ended up also buying a couple of things off the app before we went down, because there was a 25% discount on the app exclusively, and I only get a 20% discount by being an annual pass holder. So I figured I'd buy some stuff that I knew I was going to get, that I knew I wanted, and have it sent home, so that when I came back from the trip, it would be waiting here. Number one thing that I have been looking at for a while, Cogsworth. I already have Lumiere, so Lumiere is going to be sitting next to Cogsworth, and they'll be my little friends. But it's really cool because Cogsworth, his face is a clock, and it actually works. So now I'll have an actual clock to know what time it is. On our last trip too, we ended up buying, we had to go down during the art festival. We got to go see the Festival of Arts in Disney World. And I got a couple of postcard-sized prints that were just gorgeous. But I have nowhere to display them, and I thought I would finally get this. This is a 3-piece photo frame. And I've been wanting this for a while, but I never had a good reason to get it. But now that I have those postcards to display, I figured this is the perfect time for me to get this. That's what each piece looks like. and it accordion folds to be a long hanging picture. So I'm excited. I have no idea where that's going to go. Finally, my last purchase was not actually part of the app. Or no, it was part of the app. It wasn't part of the 25% discount. So like Cogsworth I ended up getting is originally $80. I got for $60 because of the 25% discount. So it was an additional little bit that I saved, and it was free shipping if you spent $75, which was also why I got the photo frame, which I think was $40 originally, so down to $30. This was just because I needed it, and I didn't know if I was going to have time to find it while down in Disney World because Wishes is ending. I finally got the CD for Wishes. I love Wishes. We tried to watch it as many times as we could while we were down there. I think we only saw it 3 times? Maybe 4 times. 4 times. I got to see it 4 times. I was going to try to see it 5 times. I cried the last time. I'm really sad that we're going to lose Wishes. I hope the new show is actually as good as they say it is, because Wishes has always been amazing to me. But now I have the CD, so I can listen to Wishes whenever I want to. I think that's it. I got my medals and my awesome shirts, but I didn't really buy those. I mean, I did, but not really. Bought it as part of a run. I bought the run, and I got the shirts and the medals as part of running. That's it. It's a great haul. Oh, we also went to Basin. We got bath salts. My friend and I split the container where you can get 6 of them for the price of 5. So we got each of us 3 bath salts, but she currently has those at her house. So I wanted to unpack my stuff. So you don't get to see those, but if you want to see them, just go to the Basin store. They're awesome. They make really good baths. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching what I got on my Disney vacation.